Hello everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to light some Palo Santo and cleanse the air and we will get started. So I'm going to bring a wonderful healing through today on Healing Light Movement. This is one of my 3 channels. My main channel deals with a lot of work over the last few years with the return of Christ, activating pyramids, clearing Mount Shasta, uniting Jesus and Mary Magdalene soul fragments, Sekhmet and Hours, healing the sun and the moon, and so much more. So I encourage you to check that one out. It was all amazing, mind-blowing, and recorded over the last 5 years. And that's why I created these channels, because I was nudged to do so by Spirit. My other music is the Hertz Music channel, or my other channel is my Hertz Music channel. And you are hearing some of that music in the background. I do own the rights to it. It is all created by me. And I will list the licensing below this video as well. My background is freaking out over my my stuff. And then this is Healing Light Movement. So welcome my soul path warriors, my rays of the sun people, my family, right? People who find me. Usually there's a big reason to it. So I encourage you to just remain open to check things out. I am an ascension master, a master healer, and a divine guide. And that is what I'm here for, is to help everybody ascend, okay? And to make it into higher frequencies, awakening. I have a Light Healers Academy, the Path to Righteousness, which is everything I did for the return of Christ, and more. I'm an author. I have books. I make lots of creativities, courses. So I am multifaceted. So I encourage you to check everything out if it calls to you, but just enjoy this space. Thank you all for being here today. We are going to do some violet flame healing, just like you see right here. Spirit is calling for some violet flame healing. Plus, I kind of like to let them guide the way. So we're going to do that, okay? A lot of times I'll do some exercise, some physical movements, because we need to move, hence healing light movement. We have to consider that everything we do in the world is based in energy. Energy is all around us. It moves through us. We are more energy and vibration than anything else, okay? And the universe truly does reside within us. So our chakra systems directly correlate and relate to the planets, okay? The planetary system, the universal energy and flow really truly does reside through our bodies, our chakra systems, our soul, right? And manifesting works in the same way that I brought through the return of Christ stuff. We put stuff out in a vibration in the energy, and it happens in the ethereal first, and then it becomes your reality, right? So what you believe, what you focus on, what you vibrate, you create, okay? So it's really important to understand that, because the more you allow yourself to vibrate at a higher frequency, such as love, the more we become that higher frequency, the easier it is to manifest, to heal. We are in fact healers. All of us are a bit of a healer, self-healers, the ability to help each other heal. Love is so powerful in vibration that it has every ability within it. Okay? And God truly is the frequency of love. God truly is the frequency of love. This is Angel Auric Blue Calcite Heart. I've been called to grab it, so I just did. Love is the vibration we want to match. And it takes a lot of healing. It really does to get there. I also have blue kyanite with us, just in case I need to call it in. And I have some homemade pyramid healings, homemade healing pyramids that I have created that are also surrounding me at this time. And a howlite Palladian crystal. Okay, so those are in the energy with us. Also, this one came in for the message I did on my regular channel for the energy of this week is black tourmaline. I feel like there are frequency waves that sometimes we need to cleanse out of our system, right? Wi-Fi waves, things like that. It's very important to do that, especially with this season switching. So we are going into fall, my friends. So it's really important to release everything within the energy, okay? Align with the earth and release with her. Kind of like when trees release their leaves, because they have used those, right? They are done with those. They make way for newness next season. And so with fall equinox upon some of the states right now, some areas, it's really important to release with her, to detox, to purge, you know, deep cleansing type stuff. Okay. So if you wish to join me today and get ready for this healing, feet on the floor, super important. Palms facing up. If we need to move, we will move some. Okay. So keep that in mind. I do like to move our body. Our body is super important to move. If we become stagnant physically, the energy cannot fully release from our physical body, from our energetic system. So part of being in balance in the new earth requires movement. So Tai Chi, exercising, Qigong, yoga, whatever calls to you. I do a little bit of all of it. Not as much yoga, but Tai Chi, Qigong type things do come through me quite often. So a lot of times on this channel, you will see me do some movement exercises. I do these videos every Tuesday, so they are good for the entire week. Okay, because they go with the energy of the week. So use them more than once. Just like with my guided meditations and things, you always get something different. Okay, it's never a one and done. Even when I do one-on-one healings, they keep on givings. Okay, they're never a one and done. And sometimes it takes multiple to really get that deep releasing, right? Because we just have so many layers to release. Okay, so with your feet on the floor and your palms facing up, join the energy, set the intention to join the energy, and I call it in. And I just kind of want you breathing into your body. You don't have to close your eyes right now. We're just going to kind of set the tone. We're going to breathe into our body. And we're going to track a little bit down from our head to our chest. And then to our feet. And then to the earth. So eyes open or closed. Just taking your focus from the top of your head. And kind of draw the energy, the attention down your face. Down your chest and your tummy. Drawing our focus down our legs and our knees, down our calves, into our feet, and then down into the earth. And from there, we're going to breathe up the earth a little bit, just like it's light or energy, okay? So just breathe up the earth to your chest and back down. And do that for a little bit. Just see the energy from the earth rising up to your chest. You can see it as light or just feel it as energy with your breath. And release. Back down into the earth. Beautiful. And I want you to feel a tree rising up, just like we're rooting like a tree. Become one with the tree. I want you to feel like a tree, like you can see the branches rising through you and the leaves coming out and surrounding you. So just a few more breaths in, becoming one with a tree. You can imagine just a tree growing through you. And allow your energy to sprout leaves. These are going to be the things we're going to burn off and release today. So just breathing up. And all of the energies that are coming in to be present, I am making sure we are grounded. Okay? You should be after that, just connecting, dropping down to the earth, and then becoming one with a tree and allowing the energy to sprout leaves. Should be enough to ground you, but sometimes it's not. So I'm going to make sure we are all grounded. And now I'm going to take the violet flame from the top of our head, and I'm going to work it down through our energy center. Okay, through every chakra, through our silver column or our energetic connective column. And I'm going to use this violet flame. That usually Saint Germain comes a lot for people to bring it. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to guide it through, and we're going to burn off what doesn't belong. Okay, and then in the end, we're just going to allow it to shake off and burn all those leaves away, cleanse our aura, and help us be connected even more. All right? So starting just above the crown, it's just as if Saint Germain or whoever just came in, place the violet flame right above our head. So you can see it in your mind's eye. If you tune in, you might be able to feel it or just know it's there. It is a violet flame looking much like this one, right above your head. And I'm going to use this flame, and I'm going to start cleansing. I'm going to move it around our energy, our aura, our crown chakra. And just kind of keep breathing in and down to the ground very gently. Or keep your palms up and just relax. Keeping your focus towards your chest as much as possible, especially if your thoughts take over. Track from your head to your chest and keep your focus here if your thoughts take over. As I'm beginning to use the violet flame, and I'm moving it around the crown space, deep within our crown chakra, front to back, and then also I'm feeling the need to draw it down the back side of our head. So I'm doing that. I'm going to draw the violet flame down the back side of our head, just this energetic line towards our causal chakra, our major and minor chakras, our auric field, and our crown chakra. Removing debris so that we can receive these light codes, be more in tune with them as they come in for the ascension. Removing debris from the crown chakra and also the conjunctive thought processes. So we're all connected in the head, a lot of congestiveness, right? Calming the thoughts of the mind. And as I'm using the violet flame to burn them away, I'm also cutting any cords of connection here within our mind, within our crown chakra and our thoughts. So as I see any thoughts coming up, I'm just cutting the cord to them. Cutting out and burning out any energies that don't belong. And I'm going to go ahead and start taking the violet flame down into the third eye, the pineal gland. Your left side truly is the eye of Horus. Your right side is the eye of Ra, the sun and the moon connection. And so I'm using the violet flame to cleanse the entirety of your pineal gland, your brain, your head, all of it, okay? And you can imagine or feel into or maybe even see the violet flame sweeping across and coming into the crown and the third eye area. And even into the back of the head, just using the the violet flame to cleanse it all. Releasing resistance and debris, fear and ego, judgment, allowing for deep discernment, true discernment. Is it love or is it not love? And I'm already being drawn now to take it down into the throat. So I'm slowly, and it's just expanding. It's going to stay connecting to all that is. So we'll stay connected to the crown. The third eye, as I start to bring this, it's almost like it's just growing, right? I'm just expanding the violet flame now down to the throat. So it's going to be all encompassing of our throat up. And I'm just moving it around, removing debris with this violet flame. Popola cantarai le chiantavo. Some Pleiadian light language, language of God, to help cleanse and release. Deep resistance. So there's resistance to change, but also a lot of chatter. And we must own our truth. We must speak our truth, only hear our truth, okay? And only allow and expect others to be doing the same. Speaking their truth to us, but through love. Discernment. So never speak outside of love. Never think outside of love. Don't accept anything outside of love. As I said that, I'm releasing deep into the throat. I am love. I am loved. I burp when I release. Excuse me. I am love and I am loved. I'm being called to call in the blue kyanite here in the throat. With that of the violet flame. I am seen by those that matter. So I see the violet flame coming in. I feel some resistance, some tension within the throat. And I'm also holding space with the blue kyanite, calling it in and allowing it to help release and balance the throat chakra. There's some DNA activations going in here as well for somebody. Oof. Ooh, deep resistance to change and truth. It's not always comfortable to see our truth, to live through our truth, especially when others don't see it the same. And when we want people to love us and approve of us and not judge us, it can be difficult. Excuse me. Nice deep release. More resistance to change. I'm taking the violet flame and burning side to side through the blue chakra. Oh, and I see it opening up like this beautiful lotus flower. Just opening from the center out within the throat chakra. Woo! A lotus flower grows in the murkiest of waters and conditions that you wouldn't believe to be true, right? They survive, they grow, they thrive. And so just because something seems like it won't, doesn't mean it won't. So don't create scenarios of lack or judgment, but simply trust and be love. Be truthful. So I need to focus a little deeper into the throat here, especially into somebody's thyroid, and bring a little light into their thyroid. Really deep into the throat and release resistance and lack. And then really bring in that violet flame even more and just flame it. Allow it to be so powerful. And Saint Germain is also coming in to assist and just double the glory of the violet flame. Calling in protections and the energies of the north, east, south, and the west back to the north, to align in the divine highest love, light, and support. Now I'm being drawn to start slowly drawing it towards the heart, but there's a little resistance from connecting our heart to our throat. Excuse me. This week specifically, we need to be aligned with our soul path. So Spirit's trying to nudge us towards that. Our guides, our loved ones, our ancestral ties, this week especially, are very loud and in our presence. So the more we can tune into the heart and quiet the chaos, quiet the mind, and release the resistance, the more we can hear that guidance from the heart. Violet flame is being drawn through and transmuting these energies within the throat. And I see more leaves popping out to our tree. Just whatever we're going to shake off in the end and get rid of. There's some sorrow, energy of grief. Transitioning energies as well for somebody. For all of us, really. If you're rising or not, it's a transitional phase. 3 days of darkness is coming in the energy. I can feel it closer and closer. This event, right? The event, the solar flash. It's a grand solar flash, which makes sense to the return of Christ work. The sun and the moon realignment. Full power returned. Sekhmet and Hours returned. Jesus and Mary Magdalene. There is some religious ties here, and they are shadow component. So I will bring in the ability to release, but it truly is up to you through the choices of love, okay? So whatever plays out in your environment, choose love unconditional only. So even if religion says it must be this way and they're judging, that's not unconditional love. Understand. Not everything they told you is the truth. Little bits, but not everything. I'm going to be still and allow Saint Germain to really do the violet flame through the throat with me, especially on mine as well. I keep hearing resistance to change. And now we're starting to drop the violet flame into the heart space. And the lungs. I need to use it to cleanse the lungs. There's some murk and yuck in the air. In the lungs. So I'm in somebody's lung cavity, the lung itself. And I'm removing some particles, some debris, and some moisture, and some like chemically energy here. Excuse me, that's a releasing. Excuse me. And I hear transformation applied. We are transforming. Transmuting resistance and shadow components here in the heart space. Some wounds. And then in the lungs as well. We are transmuting this energy, cleansing it out. I could feel it. I'm like, is that which side? It's almost hard to tell. It almost feels like both. But I could really feel it in the lungs there into the throat. Like a cloudiness in the top of the lungs here. So I'm just cleansing that out for somebody. And some emotional weight too in my chest. And so I'm releasing this and almost like cutting the energy. Just kind of pulling it out of the chest and the lungs. Some major emotional weight. Blame, shame. Not seeing clearly because of the emotions. Excuse me. And I'm really bringing the violet flame in here now into the lungs as well. Whew, I feel it. Oh, that was a weird, it's a weird feeling into my left lung now. A little painful. Congestion, bronchial tubes, inflammation, bronchitis, like type stuff, inflammation of the bronchioles. And now I'm more focused in the heart chakra as well. So somebody is getting some lung healing. They really need it. But I'm going into the heart chakra more now. And I'm bringing the violet flame and I'm sweeping through the heart chakra with the violet flame everywhere into the hidden crevices of the heart chakra. Deep emotional release and transmuting. This also allows us to connect to spirit, our higher self, more and more, and to transmute frequencies that are not of love. And then I'm also taking it into the Merkabah for those that are ready for that. Some are not yet ready for that, and that's okay. It's just healing, more healing, right? Just keep healing and it will open and activate when you're accepting of it. So I'm using the violet flame. I know I'm holding kyanite, but in my mind's eye I'm using the flame. And I'm circling it through the whole entire chest, the throat, all the way up. So remember, it's just kind of growing. It's growing and expanding. Oh, and I'm going back to somebody's lungs. They're a little painful. Little scar tissue present in somebody's lung. And I'm going to shine some light into the pulmonary valve. So that's the valve that connects the heart to the lungs. I'm removing some congestion in the pulmonary valve. And also shining the light through somebody's actual heart. The muscle and the pump. And especially the pulmonary valve. And I feel like these congestion little particles, like it's almost like little tiny bubbles kind of feeling coming through my lungs, rising up and out. Okay, now I'm taking the violet flame and we're going to expand it down into the solar plexus. There we go. Opening it up and allowing this flame to go deep into the solar plexus. And I see some more leaves of energy just coming out of our body and going into the leaves of the tree that we are going to shake off in the end. Just like what fall does. They release the season before. They release the energy that once was to make way for new. Excuse me, the burping is releasing. It's a very good thing. Get a little turned when my eyes are closed. Balancing out the lungs and the heart space as I'm now focusing into the solar plexus. Also a little balance on the Merkabah, an adjustment, and a little awakening applied because I feel like we're a little more ready. So I'm just going to awaken that Merkabah for somebody. Kind of, so the top masculine part needs to start spinning. So I'm getting it activated. I'm bringing in the sun into the bottom half and the moon into the top. And allowing them to be in balance and divine activation and flow. solar plexus. So it's a little off kilter. Some justifications are in somebody, something about justifications and will. Be aware of free will. Vengeance does not solve anything, I'm hearing. And neither does resistance to change or playing small. We are not meant to be small. We're all meant to shine so bright. Why be nervous about that? That's old school energies. So we're going to take the violet flame now and really go through the entirety of the solar plexus. Transmutation of the shadow within the solar plexus. Hidden agendas. Ooh, and then I see more leaves rising to the tree. Beware of hidden agendas. You never know somebody's agenda until you look deeper. Be mindful of that. Is it your ego convincing you? Is it truthful? Or are they fooling you? Those kinds of things. Look deeper. That's what I'm hearing. And I feel like I'm calming the tides in the solar plexus. So I'm seeing like autumn energies, like different colors coming in here, kind of like autumn frequencies, different colors. Different frequencies of light coming into the solar plexus. And I'm using the violet flame to transmute energies even more within the solar plexus. Fear, resistance to change, little stubborn energy here. And we're going to expand it now further into the navel and the sacral and into the root. And then we're going to take the violet flame all the way down your legs and into your feet. And it's going to start encompassing you. Excuse me, nice releasing there. So I want to create a violet flame flow through your center line and out. So it's going to grow from the center out, the whole way from your feet up. Transmuting and aligning, bringing balance to your lower chakras as well. I'm being told to grab this one. Nice releasing. So I'm just using the violet flame and we're drawing it up and out and just transmuting everything that does not align. I really feel it right now in my sacral. I see lions here. Strength of the lion. Somebody is dealing with the lessons of the Lionsgate portal, so be mindful of that. Know your power. I'm also hearing trust your power. Call back your power. Be mindful where self-worth implies. You are worthy. Oh, I feel that releasing. It's very intense. And then really into the root and balancing it out. And allowing any transmutation energies to continue to apply and rise. And any more tree leaves that need to come out to go to our tree because we're about to shake them off. Beautiful. So one final sweep of the entire vessel with the violet flame and into your auric field. So I'm going to expand it just a bit more out beyond you into your auric field. Burning and transmuting anything that does not align and does not belong, and anything that blocks you from seeing clearly at this time what it needs to be seen. And I see the flame expanding further out to the crown chakra again, and then wider out beyond you. So you're just being engulfed in the violet flame. And even into your home and your surroundings. It's widening out into your home and your surroundings where you're at this time. Especially where your heart is, right? The home. Beautiful, my friends. Nice. So I'm going to leave that to continue to burn for a good few hours. Okay, it's going to burn in your energy for a good 3 hours or so. And it will just dissipate when it's done. Now, throughout that releasing and energy cleansing, you grew leaves on your tree. So I just want you to close your eyes and feel into that tree and the leaves. And I want you to allow them to loosen. So set the intention that you agree to let things go. I agree now to let go what no longer serves me. I agree to let go what keeps me from joy. I agree to let go what keeps me from happiness and from freedom and from seeing clearly. I agree to let go what keeps me from deepening my love flow. I set it free, I set it free, I set it free, I set it free, I set it free. I set it free. Do that. Take your hands, draw them up the center line, and set it free. One more time. I set them free. I agree to release them. It is time to let them go. Now we're going to start to shake. I want you to shake. Shake your legs, your feet, your hands, the whole body. Shake. Shake them off, shake them off. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Let them go till every leaf has fallen. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. I'm jumping with my feet, everything. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. And now silence the body and the mind and the eyes and just feel the body. Give thanks to your body. Give thanks to the energy. Making sure every leaf has come off. State to yourself, I am ready for new beginnings. Thank you all for being here today. I am ready for love. And I love you all. Spend some time with your body. The more you can stay in stillness and quietness and grow in love, the better we all are. So much love. And until next time, do this many times. It's never a one and done. I'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your day and week ahead. Bye.